Welcome back to CryptosRus. I'm George. We're all George. So today we got a big FOMC meeting, a big press conference that will be coming out. So expect a little volatility. We are starting out the day at 102.1. So, overall we're just hovering. But the alts haven't, they have not been doing that well. The alts are getting weaker while Bitcoin is overall staying put where it is. And, that's because people want to know what's going to happen today. Every FOMC meeting is kind of like this. People want to know what Powell's going to do, whether he's going to cut the Fed fund rate or not. And also, more importantly, what he's going to say about the future FOMC meetings, right? So right now, you can see the U.S. market is opening up pretty much even. The Treasury rate is falling, and everyone's waiting. Here's the thing. It's basically, there's basically no chance of a rate cut today. That's not what people are waiting for, okay? They're really waiting to hear what Powell has to say about the upcoming FOMC meetings. For example, the one that's coming in March, where right now it's anticipated there's a 30% chance of a rate cut. And in May, you could see 40%, but then also there's the 8% chance for a 50 basis point cut, or another 25%, right? So what people want to hear is he still staying with his 2 that he originally said back in 2024 before Trump was elected, before all the new data that we received and so forth, right? This will be the very first one under Trump's new regime, so to speak. But here's the thing. Just a few days ago, when Trump was signing executive orders, this was what he said when he was asked about our current rates.
The interest rates will come down.
You said that you would demand that the interest rates come down.
Well, I would put in a strong statement.
Do you expect the Fed to listen to you?
Yeah.
So Trump says he's going to put in a strong statement at Powell to lower rates, and he believes Powell will listen. So there is a chance, there's a small chance, maybe behind the scenes, Trump already called Powell and said, hey, you better make this happen. Even though I know you don't want to, you got to do it for me, you got to do it for the country, you got to do it for the markets, whatever. So there's a small chance. But Powell already stood his ground before and said, I'm not going to listen to Trump. He can't fire me. I'm going to not resign. So I don't know. People say Powell's the second most powerful man on the planet, not the vice president. It's Fed Chair Powell, because whatever he says can crash markets and pump markets too. So we will see. Okay, it'll be interesting. That'll be coming out, like the FOMC meetings, like usually around 2:30 p.m. No. Is it 2:30 or 1:30? 1:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's like right after lunch. So, up until then, we may not see a whole lot of movement. But right afterwards, we could definitely see a whole lot of movement. And it could be the final thing that finally pushes Bitcoin to a new high and new heights and overall. Because we know that, overall we've been going sideways for a long time, and we haven't been able to make any jumps above, right? Because it seems like we just have all these distractions out of nowhere. Like, like deep sea coming out of nowhere, just like crashing the market for no reason. Right? And then we have FOMC meetings all the time. It's just like one thing after another. And then, fears of like someone selling off and this and that. But you know what? overall, Bitcoin is strong. It's not going anywhere, but we are waiting for that next leg up, right? And this catalyst, that is the FOMC meeting, could definitely drive us higher. So if Powell says something good, you know, if he does a surprise cut, I mean, obviously everything's going to blow up today. Okay, like everything. Bitcoin could blow up to 130,000 today if he does a surprise cut. But even if he doesn't do a surprise cut and he just talks about like, yeah, you know what, I think the environment is still right for us to stick with our schedule of 2 rate cuts this year. You know, even something like that would be phenomenal. The market will take it very, very, very good. Very good indeed. All right, so moving past this, what else is there? Well, you know, even though yesterday was kind of like a calm day, we still had a positive inflow for Bitcoin into ETFs. Okay, so we had that one bad day because of DeepSeek, and then, you know, we had a good day. And you know what? We're going to get a lot more good days. I think people are just, you know, again, worried about today, but look at the weeks before, massive amount of inflows. That's not going to stop. So even though we have these little distractions here and there, we're going to get massive, massive FOMO and buying. It's already happened, but we will get more of it. We're getting more and more. We got Arizona that already approved. We got other states that are trying to approve. We got more states that are proposing their bill, like South Dakota. Now you got Utah, and you got like 12 other states that are all ready to jump in. But there is competition. Every state is trying to stand out and draw the citizens in and make themselves look good, obviously. And getting involved with Bitcoin is one way of doing so.